green screen. There we go. Hello, everybody. We're sorry we're 1 minute late, but we just realized the timing came running in here faster than crap.
And I forgot my cup in the other room. So welcome to another Stay Fishy Friday.
Yes, welcome, guys.
Why are we? I need to go this way. I need to scoot in a little bit. There we go.
We go.
I'm gonna go try and fix that light real quick.
Okay. Welcome to the show. Let me see how many people are here and if we can get started on the Tracy update yet. There's only 81 people here. Let me take the talk and pop out the chat. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Okay. There's only 23 likes with 83 people. Come on, we can do better than that, guys. All right, let me minimize this. Here we go. We're good. Make this a little smaller. Oh, this here has to go over here. Okay. We're good to go, Josh.
Can't do nothing about that light. It's the sunlight coming through.
Okay. Ignore this light and this light right here. That's because it's coming through the porch. And for some reason, you know, it's staying so light out later nowadays. So it'll be there for a little bit.
All right. So tonight,
Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
what should the word be?
Hoover. Let's talk about Hoover.
There we go.
The drinking word is Hoover, guys.
But we got a little special something for you. You want to just go ahead and start it off?
With that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's wait till we see if Hoover's on here. And then we'll show him, okay?
All right. We'll leave that sit right,
right
there. You want to go ahead and do the mom update?
Well, I usually don't do that until there's over, a couple hundred people here. But right now there's only 178. Okay, I guess I can start. Tracy really didn't have a different week this week. I mean, she didn't do anything extraordinary. She didn't, there wasn't a big step forward other than now when we lift her leg, to clean her and stuff like that, she now lifts her other leg with it. I don't know why she does it, but when I lift one leg, the other leg comes up with it. And that was something she wasn't doing before. So, that's something new. So always, the more movement is something new, the better. Anything new is better. It's a step in the right direction. She's doing things that she wasn't doing before. So, I keep trying to talk to her since the last time I talked to her, and she made it perfectly clear she did not want to go back into that bed. So I've been trying to talk to her since, and there hasn't been no major breakthrough or nothing like that. But this her leg thing, that's new. That's something new. We had her outside today for about, I'd say, 2.5 hours, and she sat by her pond, and it was nice and breezy in the shade. It was awesome outside. I got a bunch of work done. I worked on the saltwater tank on that wood thing for underneath to mount all that stuff. We got it painted black. Reaper helped me. We got all that done. That'll be on Reaper's video tomorrow. So check that out on OFR Behind the Scenes. And then let me see what else. What did we do today? We did a bunch of stuff today. I can't remember. Oh, we took. It's also going to be on Reaper's video tomorrow. I had Reaper, the little trailer we got, it would not latch onto my trailer hitch on the four-wheeler. So I had Reaper stand on the front and hold the wood, and we went around the house and took the trailer to the back. And if you guys know anything about four-wheelers, the more of a four-wheeler it is, the more touchy it is. Well, mine's a 1,000 Can-Am. So as soon as I give it gas, it's like taking off, I'm trying to give it a little bit of gas and get it to go without jerking Reaper around it. He was like, oh, my God. And then we got it back there. We put the trailer back there, and he sat on the front. And he took a whole video of him riding on the front because he's like, my life is in his hands right now. He was scared. But, we did that stuff while Tracy was sitting outside. And, she loves doing anything that is not sitting in that bed,
Reaper's got himself a fan here. Someone said I call him my hot Reaper pepper, my spicy boy. Don't
tell Dawn. So, but anyways, you know, you can see I got some sun today. We were outside all day. We did the wood while Tracy was sitting out there. We did. I went and got some furniture for the back porch, and you know, we loaded that up. That's on top of the truck and all that stuff. So you know, she's coming back little by little, and you know, it's every week there's another step in the right direction. You know, it's taken a lot longer than I would like, but you know, the brain is something. You know, it's something you can't. I don't know. You can't count on. Oh, it's going to do this, this, and this. You know, no one will ever know. You know, she might never come back, but as long as she's making progress, I know she's heading towards coming back. You know, even if she don't come back fully, if she can come back to where she's just a child, she can live a better life, and I can, you know, I'll treat her as my kid, and you know. Did you want something to, you know, you want some ice cream, you know, like a little girl, you know, and I'm ready for that. I would gladly do that because that gives her a better life than she has now, just sitting in the bed, getting tube fed, you know. So if she only comes back as a little child, that's fine. If she comes back as more, that's great. You know, anything that she can come back as, I'm happy for. And she is still, you know, that Dr. Kumar said that she'll never be anything but a lump on the bed, you know. What a piece of he was, you know. Oh my God. He had the whole family crying, and, you know, as long as she's fighting, he said she'll never come off these 8 machines. And then within a week she was off all 7 except for the breathing machine, and she's gotten off of it since. Now she's only on a fog machine that gives you the air coming in is moisturized. So it's like a fog going into her lungs, because when we breathe in and it goes through our sinus and ductwork and gets hot and gets moisturized and comes down into our lungs. She's breathing in through her trach, so they don't have that. If I just let her breathe through her trach, she'll get mucus plugs, like fluid that's in her lungs that will harden up because of dryness. So she has to have this moisturizer. Until she's off this trach, she's basically off every machine. This is just a byproduct of being on the trach. Okay? When she is awake and aware, then she can come off the trach. The doctors will not remove it until she is aware. Because right now, if she's not coughing and her lungs fill up with fluid, we can suction them out. You know, we can make her cough. We can do all that. We don't have that possibility. If we take her off the trach now, her lungs starts filling up, there's nothing we can do as a at-home, you know, caregiver. So she has to stay on the trach until she is aware. You know, when she can talk to us, this and that, she can get off the trach. And then she will be not, you know, on anything. It's all it is the trach with some moisture air going in. That's it. You know, she's done really well. So as long as she's showing improvement, I'm going to keep fighting for her, you know. And give her the time that the doctors want to steal from her. If it was up to them 2 years ago, they'd have had me pull the plug, because that's what he wanted me to do. And, you know, if I pull the plug now, she'll still live. She'll be fine. You know? I mean, I cannot believe what the doctors were saying. You know, this doctor makes all this money. He should be, you know, a certain type of person, you know, better than us. He knows more. He's almost godlike. And I don't want to use that word lightly. Almost godlike, because he can save a life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he knows these things that we as human beings don't know. And then he told us to just pull the plug on her. He had the whole family in tears. And if it wasn't for the next doctor that came in after him and said, you know, let's wait, because Dr. Kumar said, you know, her CAT scan shows that her brain is swollen. It could give fake indications if she's got swelling. Let's wait till next Friday. We'll do another CAT scan, and we'll see if the swelling goes down and how much damage there is then. And then, you know, the swelling did go down, and there wasn't as much damage as Kumar thought. So this doctor was a quack. He didn't know what he was talking about. How dare he come in and make the whole family cry and say she's basically dead? pull the plug. That was horrible. So she's been fighting since. It's going on 2 years now, and she's still doing new things. Every week she's doing something new. So that shows me progress. As long as she's progressing, maybe in 10 years from now she'll be able to talk, and be able to whatever. Maybe in 3 years, who knows? I don't know. Who knows about the brain? But I know that she'll come back as like a baby and very simple at first, and from there get more. Gonna have to learn how to walk, learn how to talk, all that stuff. She ain't gonna just come back one day. It's not gonna happen. This I know. All the research I've done, it's not gonna happen. But she can come back, and she can have a good life still. To where if she wants French toast, I can make her French toast. If she wants a steak, I can make her a steak. And that's a whole lot better than sitting there in your mind and never being able to tell anybody what you want, So she can still lead a good life, and I'm giving her that chance,
So does that conclude the mom update?
That concludes. We had her outside for 2.5 hours today in the shade. She got a little bit of color. She didn't burn this time. She got a little bit of color, and she's doing good. And she's in there right now. She's doing good. She's doing good. She enjoyed herself outside. It was a nice breeze all day today. Under that tree with all that shade, it was a breeze. Her hair was blowing in the wind. I mean, it must have felt great for her to get out of that dang bed, So that's it with the Tracy update. Thank you, guys.
Alrighty. So it doesn't look like Hoover's in the chat tonight. So let's go ahead and just get on.
No.
Good
Can you
one.
find my phone? In the other room. Grab that and call Hoover. Well, the Fish Room Dave says, Rich has given Tracy the best life any home care can. 110% effort, 24/7. He never stops. Well, you know what? If you care about somebody, you're going to take care of them. I don't see Tracy as my wife no more. She's more like my daughter that needs my help, I have to change a diaper. I have to change her clothes. I have to, feed her. And it seems that's what it seems like, And of course, who's going to give up on their daughter? It's oh my goodness. So I don't know. She's still making baby steps forward, and as long as she shows effort, we're going to go ahead. You can show that. Give me my phone.
Fish.
Where's my phone? You didn't bring my phone? Okay. Look at what Jim Sheasley brought us. A 6-foot-long marlin to go on the wall.
The sailfin.
That's a marlin.
This is a sailfin.
That's a marlin.
This is a sailfin.
That's a marlin.
This is a
Look
sailfin.
up a marlin. Look it up. I bet $1 on it. All right, let me call Hoover because Josh really wants to show this. So let me call Hoover. There we go. That's Hoover's. It's ringing.
What do you want me to do with it?
Ask him if he's going to get on.
He rejected your call.
Screw you, Hoover. Read between the lines, son.
All right, since we always gotta, have these.
All right, we'll go ahead and show it.
No, hang on. Since we always gotta have these debates, a marlin, sir, looks like that. Full-pointed nose, small, tiny fin up top. Right? Got that?
Okay.
Good. Now what? The fish
This
that
kid
we just
loves proving
showed.
me wrong.
Sailfin.
He lives for this shit. I don't care if it's about toothpaste. If he can prove me wrong, he will. He loves it.
No, I just like being correct.
Oh, no. Don't look through 37,000 to find something you're right about.
I looked up sailfin and a tank popped up.
Sailfin fish. Saltwater sailfin. Look
there
at
we
that.
go. Sailfin sole. Ooh.
Oh, Patrick Murray says, Rich, you are an amazing man. You didn't answer my question the other day about how much the metal beams for the tank on top of the 4000 would cost. Them are not metal. They are made out of fiberglass.
No, those are metal beams on the top.
No, they're fiberglass.
They're coated in fiberglass.
Is it coated in fiberglass?
But they're steel I-beams.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, another $1.
Those big things, they're 6-inch steel I-beams.
You're going to have to drill through it, and I guarantee you, you will drill through fiberglass the whole way. They're fiberglass I-beams.
No.
Yes, 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 yes.
And the whole top, the edge around it is all 1/2 inch thick steel and angle iron. It's not.
You think that
I know so.
It's all covered in what do you call it? Fiberglass. I don't think they're metal I-beams. I thought that at first, and now I don't.
Why?
So now you can go back there and drill a hole through one of the beams. How did
I do that?
Just the sides. You know, you got the eye. Drill one through right through the edge of here, and just drill a hole through it, and see if you hit metal. I bet you won't.
Bet you I will. But
Oh, we already bet $1. Here's another $1.
that is
$2.
That is pointless because then you're fucking. Excuse me.
Oh
Your
my
beam
God,
is going
Josh.
to rust.
Oh my God.
Your
It's
beam
not
is gonna
steel.
rust.
It's not.
Why are you trying to drill the beam anyways?
I want you
Just
to
to
know
prove
that
a
it's
point?
fiberglass. That's the only way you're going to find out. You're going to keep telling me that it's steel with fiberglass over it.
It's fiberglass. I can take a hammer to it and it'd break.
Not necessarily. It's built really well. Drill through one of the lips.
How I know?
Yeah.
You want to know how I know?
I said, huh?
Because I got in a fight with Joe from their world
Oh.
about this tank. He called up Water Dog Products and got all the design
The build sheet.
sheets.
I've seen the build sheets.
And I have the CAD drawings of how the frame is constructed.
I do have the CAD drawings too,
it's
and none of
steel.
it says steel.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
$3 now? We're up to $3.
There you go, a strong magnet. If a magnet sticks to the beam.
Okay, we don't have to drill. If I've got a strong magnet. No, I've got a really strong magnet. Okay.
That I don't think.
Oh,
that
look, Crawl Daddy Quando says, I'll stick with the engineer on this one. Fiberglass I-beams are strong. The Canadian perspective says that. Aaron Cazzoli says, I was first with the magnet idea. Josh is not always right, Richard Massey. I will not take a big back seat. Let me go. The drinking word is Hoover. Because Hoover's fat butt ain't here. And we've got something to show Hoover that is amazing. Do you see what this says? Read what that says.
Ohio Fish Rescue action figure series.
Right! Action figure, not dolls, people. Lori K said $5, says, hit the like button, y'all. Thank you, Lori. Did we start on the super chat yet?
There hasn't been none. There might have just been
okay.
one that came through, but I am back to looking at this fish. It is a sailfin swordfish.
Swordfish, okay.
Yeah. But, you know,
I was wrong. I owe you $1.
No. In retrospective, they're kind of in the same family, you know.
They're definitely in the same
stuff
family.
like that. So I can
They
see
look
where
the
you
same.
mistaked it. All right, let me get back to this chap. We have. I lost it. Where'd it go?
That's the story of your life. You lost it.
Yeah, it's not sure. Oh, there it is. I had to refresh. Lori Kish, $5 says, hit the like button, y'all.
I just did that.
No, pretty. Oh, well, I didn't hear you, obviously. Okay. Another Another one just came in.
Show us the Hoover doll. How do you know it's a Hoover doll?
Deadwood 1877 says noob. I don't know what that's about.
He looks like the Hamburglar. Wobber, wobber, wobber. Oh, that's the Hoover doll from Third Degree. Or I'm sorry, Third Degree. From Ohio Fish Rescue. I mentioned my band. I'm sorry.
But you also see, got the big milk jug and 3 donuts there.
3 donuts. Oh my God, I didn't catch that. He's got donuts with him. Donuts and milk. Oh, he's got pizza up here and hamburgers.
Yeah.
It's all about
And
food. Hot
tater
dogs
tots,
and tater
hot dogs.
tots.
Ice cream sundae down there.
Oh my God, Jim Sheasley is hilarious. That is Hoover all the way. Surrounded by donuts and cupcakes and... Oh my God, that's so funny. Oh, Reaper's here. He says, sorry, buddy. Josh is right. He turned out to be right. I owe him a couple bucks on that one.
And we're going to be like $20 by the end of the night on all these dollar bets on the 4,400.
I'm up to $3 there.
We got Broachy, however you want to pronounce that, $2 says no one believes in your conspiracy fish.
What was that?
Don't know what that's about, but right on. Fishing with Dano says
Did you get the Mark
Jim
Lane and
is an
Deadwood?
effing legend.
Jim is. Oh my God.
Mark
He makes
Lane.
these at home. He makes these. That's amazing.
So
And
he
you do see that they say action figure, not dolls, right?
Mark Lane, $5. He says long day today, so checking out for tonight. Hope you all have a great Fishy Friday. I'll catch up in the morning. And he said,
Greetings
hashtag
from Germany.
Hashtag Team Tracy.
Oh, I love that hashtag, Tracy.
I'm not sure why this chat is jumping on me for bad tonight.
I don't know.
I scroll up and it's already back at the bottom.
Bruce 614 Kicks says, Bigrich, you know damn well that boy is smart. You did a great job, sir. Stop giving him such a big head.
Someone asked if there is a Reaper action figure, and there is.
There is. The Reaper took it to his house, though. I shouldn't have gave it to him.
And we've got a Josh Pop doll as well. And then 2 big rich dolls.
Yeah,
Bam.
here's this one. Big Rich with a headband, looking like Hulk Hogan there. And then he put me in, let me see that one.
I already showed
He
it.
put me in the mermaid outfit. The Big Rich. Again, action figures, not dolls.
I was asking, what would you do if you had no power for a long time? Generators.
Okay, look, official Reaper's biggest fan says, I want to take Reaper to Miami with me. I'd love to take him out and show him the town. We're doing Animal Con in Florida, in Orlando.
The
Now-
3-hour drive. I know this because, I drove from Orlando to Miami pretty much every day on vacation to go fishing.
This guy might not be able to make it, so Reaper's going to have to go if he don't make it. So I will be in Orlando with Reaper on, I believe it's August 27th, 28th, and 29th. Whatever that weekend is, that weekend. 25th, 26th, 27th, something like that.
Cam Gray says, love seeing the Goliath Tigerfish episode on Jeremy Wade Fishing Show. Will yours ever get that size? That would be crazy. That is the ultimate goal. So we shall see.
GU says, if your action figure, in parentheses, has better hair than Barbie, then it's a doll. GU, love you, but I hope you understand what this means. Oh my goodness.
We got Jim Sheasley, $10. He said, thanks, had a blast. Hope to come out again soon.
Hey, I'm sorry, Jim. I went to sleep on him last time he was here. I don't sleep much, so I fall asleep at any chance I get, So So I'm sorry. I got woke back up like 45 minutes later. You was gone. I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, it's all right. I unloaded that fish. They had that fish in their folded down back seat, and it hardly fit in there.
Really?
It got to us.
Yes, if you guys are seeing it and it looks blurry, then go ahead and click on that gear icon and change it to a higher resolution. We broadcast in, high def.
So you guys might have seen on the Facebook page, we've been having an influx of non-fish related animals, and we've been finding them great homes. Just last week we had 2 ferrets, and they were here less than a day. The snake was here for 3 days, and then we finally posted it, and we found that one a great home. Did you get a picture of that one or no?
No. But just this morning, look at this. I don't know if I can show it to you. That's a baby deer that was up in right by, our little peninsula, right by the, what do you call that? The bog filter and the Japanese maple tree by the pond. Yes, by the river. That was crazy. This little thing was so cute. We took it out a plate of, here we go.
Yeah. Well,
now he's sitting under the tree right there. And he just hung out there. Little baby deer. It was so cute. So cute.
Yeah, well, he ate all your plants, too, that were sitting next to the pond.
The ones that we have to plant?
Yeah.
Really? They're gone?
Yeah. Like, he ate all the leaves off them. They're just little ripped off stems sticking out of the dirt.
They're nothing but roots?
Pretty much. And if they find it, they like it, they'll be back, and they'll end up eating all them irises and stuff, too.
That's okay.
Lori Kish, $2. She said, dolls, dolls, dolls. Yep, I said it again.
Nope, Lori Kish is getting fired. She's fired. Who wants to be the new head mod? It's not Lori now.
Friday Quando says, the stream always looks great on my TV. It's my phone that always drops in quality. So, good bit of information.
Okay.
The 605, how's that tortoise doing? It said he had some condition when you got him,
Yeah.
I think.
That tortoise has not eaten yet to this day. I fed them today, and he did not eat. And I took out grapes. I took out, spinach. I took romaine lettuce. I took on top of, and I had it all wet on top of his alfalfa grass and all that stuff. He did not eat again today. We're going to have to take him to the animal clinic and see what is wrong with him, because he is not eating. It's been like over a week now that we've had him.
Had him for a couple days, not a week yet.
You don't think it's a week yet?
No.
Okay, but
he
3 or 4 times he don't move and he has not eaten. So I think there's something terribly wrong with him, and we're going to have to take him to the vet. Skylar Miller says, "No, I'm not Reaper's biggest fan."
But
that was one of our mermaids.
My life every day says, you guys gave me a tank for my blue tongue skink yesterday. Slowly cleaning it better than gonna make a top for it. And rolling base. Thank you guys so much.
Who's that from?
My life every day 365.
I gave a 75-gallon tank to somebody. I'm thinking that's it. Okay. See, when you have 3 or 4 different names, you come here, your name is Trish. You talk to us, and my life's a cichlid. How am I supposed to know that's the same person? You know what I'm saying?
If I remember correct, she dropped off her gargoyle gecko and something else that we found homes for.
I don't remember. Shannon Denny says, what would you do if you have no power for a long time? We have generators, a small one and a big one. A small one for, hey, the power just goes out. We start the small one up. It'll run for 9 hours on 1 tank of gas. and we just have it running the air. And if after that 9 hours and there's still no power on, we'll start up the big one and run it to the main pump to the system. There's a pump in the pool and a pump in the fish room. Both those pumps are running to our main filtration. Now, they're 10,000 gallons per hour, and as long as we have them running, we're good. And if it takes 3, 4, 5 days, we just got to keep refilling the gas is all, So we've got it taken care of. We've got it handled. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, Skylar Miller, $2 says if Reaper's going to Florida, I'm coming too. Yes. She said,
I need to know whether you're going or not, because I have to buy these tickets now. It's $378 for 2 tickets there and back. If I wait, it's going to be $600 each ticket.
Yeah, the one thing I can say is you can buy your ticket now. I can't
because if I buy the ticket with your name, then your name is on the ticket and Reaper can't go.
Saying lock your ticket in. At least.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, someone brings up a good idea or point here. She said hopefully the tortoise is separate from the other tortoises in case he is sick.
He is not.
Yeah, it's true. So when I inspected him, I didn't really see him as, he's like sick, like with a disease or something.
He looks fine.
Do you know what kind of? I'm sorry, I didn't watch Reaper's video. Do you know what kind of enclosure he came out of?
A very small enclosure.
Kind of care he was getting.
It was 3 foot by 5 foot, and it's outside our front house. It's just a 2x10 on its side, 3 foot by 5 foot, and there was newspaper down, and that's what they were in. He was in.
Well, I'll do my best to try and get that guy back to health. We'll try here.
Okay. Officially Reaper's biggest fan says, I want Reaper action figure. We should get him to autograph it and raffle it off. Woo-hoo, let's go, Reaper. I don't think he wants to give it up. He's so in love with it. He looks at it. He checks it out in his mirror. He looks at it. He's like, this is a younger version of me.
Oh, Victor Michael says, going to look at my first fish tank in 6 years as I lost all of mine. Well, glad to see you getting back into it. Yes, My Life Every Day said it's Kayla Jaded with the 75 gallon yesterday. Kyle Jaded's sister.
Wait, Kayla was here yesterday?
Yeah.
I talked to this girl, and it was her mother, I thought, and I didn't even know that was Kayla. See, you people have to tell me who you are when you come here. I deal with so many people. I didn't even know that was Kayla Jaded. Which is it? Jaded. Okay. I had no clue. You didn't tell me. People should be at my door. Hey, I'm 3 degrees off the north side from online. My name is Mike,
Yeah.
And if I hear that, I'll be like, oh, I talked to you before. Okay.
Yeah,
No, she came by here and she needed a tank for a reptile, and I gave her a 75-gallon tank. And it actually held water, so it could be a fish tank. And they're very, very happy, and they were very nice. They were good people. And I didn't know that it was somebody that I've dealt with before. I had no clue.
Someone said maybe the tortoise is stressed. That was my first go at it, because when we first got Chompers, we had him for like a month before he actually ate for us. He was just so shocked.
He was timid and scared. Yeah.
Yeah. And now the same thing happened with that first tortoise. It took a few days before he'd eat. So we're gonna give him a few days and just let it ride out.
You gotta read that.
Reaper's biggest fan says if Reaper's going to be there, I'm in. I gotta tell my boss I have COVID and can't come in for a week. I just want to see my Reaper baby. He's the only thing that gets me through the days anymore. So I gotta ask, are you a guy or girl? So they should have right on YouTube next to your name the little gender sign so you could know if you're talking to a guy or girl.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, where did I leave off?
And Rose Nose says, how many monster tanks do you guys still have that need filled and set up? We have the Dwight Howard tank, and which is getting real close to being moved.
That's not a fish tank, though.
It will be. And then we have a 1,000-gallon tank in the front yard that needs to come back and go where the Dwight Howard tank is. And then we have a 180 tank,
That's not
to
a
set
monster
up.
tank.
I know, but that's what we've got.
No,
set up.
there's a 2,000 sitting outside that still needs fixed.
Yes, I did the welding for the metal, and I have to take it to a welding shop because my welder will not handle 1/4-inch thick metal, but I was able to tack it in place. So I got to take this metal to the welding shop, get it welded, and then I can drill the holes and bolt it to this 2,000-gallon tank and fix its problems forever. That'll be solid.
And then there's also a 1,200 in the
Did you
backyard.
already read this as another one?
Yeah, no, I read it.
You read it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, but that 1,200 is going over to my house, and we're going to put that in the ground as a little pond. It's like a half in ground, half above, so you can see it from on top and have 2 foot of
It's
a
5
window.
foot deep, and it has a 20-inch window at the top.
Correct.
So if they bury it down and just leave the top out and cover it with rocks, you'll see the window, and it'll be cool,
Oh. Yeah. Moby Dick of Dopeness says Josh just slapping my ego down. 180 isn't a monster tank. Sorry, bud. What I consider a monster tank is 1,000 gallons plus. Oh, that is my definition of a monster tank. I mean, if you're on the cusp, you have a 950, not 980, I'll let it slide. But if we're talking a set 750, is it really a monster tank? I don't know. Bill Smith, $5, says, how many pea puffers can I put in a 55-gallon high, and what else can I put in with them? So
you can put in all kinds of shrimp.
So pea puffers are a little bit finicky. You can put. So right now I've got a 25-gallon high with 15 pea puffers in it, and it seems to be great. Everyone's getting along, and I have plecos in that tank too, and they seem to leave them alone. You can do stuff like neon tetras, and we have good luck with that. But you might get some pea puffers that are little fin nippers. So you kind of just got to test the waters and see what you like and be able to get those in that tank. But 55 gallons, I'd say you can put at least 30 or so, but it depends on the footprint. If it's a high, I'd say
Don't
about
they
30
get to 3 inches?
No, pea puffers max out at like an inch.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, they're tiny. But yes, they do better. If you only have like 3, they might pick on each other. If you do 5 or more, you usually have a better chance of their survival. So big groups.
Official Reaper's biggest fan says, I'm not a creeper either. I'm just in love. Love is love.
Brittany just texted me and said, it's a sailfish. A sailfin is a tank.
That's your woman?
Yeah. Thought you loved me. What the hell?
She's sticking up for you, not me.
Yeah, I know. But I just read her text online. But just being funny. Oh,
Eric
sailfish.
Heddings is here.
Sailfish.
What's up, buddy?
Ah, look at that. Look what pops right up when you type in a sailfish. Thanks,
I
Brendan.
owe you $1, okay? I always thought the marlin were the ones with the big, fin on top, and the great catch and all that stuff. And
he says 27 inches tall, 27 inches long, 18 deep. So that's the 55 for the peep uppers. Yeah, I'd say about 30 would be good, bud. What's the best thing to say to a business with a small tank with big fish in it?
If you'd like to give this fish a much bigger home, we can donate it to Ohio Fish Rescue, and they'll give you a smaller fish that you can regrow in this tank.
Go.
Hey, Nicole. We have a new volunteer here.
Bird Dude, the guy that Reaper got the tortoise from, said he was fed hot dogs. I'm guessing the metabolic bone disease.
Could be, but he's not eating nothing, and we're giving him, everything that we can to entice him. Pieces of watermelon, which is not really that great a food for him, but it will entice them to eat. I don't have the cactus patties here that I could, that they love, so I can't give him that. But
today was the first day that actually, so he's always been legs in, head hidden back in his shell. Today was the first day that his legs were out and his head was out. So I went down there to, try and say hi, and then he just perked back in. So at least seeing something go on with him, Pop back up here.
Kathy Aponte says, Reaper is very happily married. That depends on who you ask. Are you asking Reaper's wife or Reaper? I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Dawn. I'm kidding. I'm going to get in trouble for that one. I just know it.
Skylar Miller says, when are you guys doing the hot sauce challenge? We already
did that.
Done that, and that's the night that Reaper's son Ken was sent to the hospital. Went to jail.
Went to hospital.
Yeah, we tried the 4 million Scoville. It's called the End, and we did it twice, and that was the end for him.
All right, L Real Hunts says, "Don't waste your money on bets. The tortoises will be fine. You'll see. I seen the video when Reaper picked up the tortoise, and she was the same way, but eating. So now she don't eat. She'll be fine. They're a dinosaur."
We'll see. I'll keep you guys updated.
Okay, do you think the Pacu tank, this is by Gabriel Ramirez, will bust any leaks after you fill up the baby Stingray tank on top of it? No, absolutely not.
So we're not just going to willy-nilly fill the tank up. We're going to put more supports in there to be able to support the weight. So, and that tank won't, it's only 300 gallons if it's filled to the top. For one, we're not going to have it filled to the top because we're going to have
an
bulkhead
overflow
on the side.
Yeah.
So you're going to have, an inch or so down, and, you'll probably have like 250 to 275 gallons in there. You spread that across 10 feet, you do the pounds per square inch on there, and it's not much.
Patrick Murray gives $5 and says, "This should cover your bets, Rich." In other words, he's saying, you're just wrong. Thanks, Patrick Murray. That's awesome.
Oh, man. Yeah, people are giving suggestions on who to ask. I got a few friends that are good with.
We can call Blake. We can call Cap Cannon. We talk to them all the time, so don't worry. We will find out. And he also said the sulcata was coming out of hibernation. Don't make sense to me because he was an indoor turtle, so he shouldn't have been in no hibernation.
Yeah. Raheem says, "Big Rich, how long is it going to take for the saltwater tank to get ready?"
Believe it or not, we worked on it today. Me and Reaper, we took it outside. I marked all the holes that need to be drilled and the long slots for the things to be mounted in it. and we cut it and we painted it today. So now I took it back in. It needs to be all the stuff mounted to it and all the wires ran behind it and put down into the thing. So I'm talking within the next day or two, we're going to have the stand in place, and then we can put the tank up top.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's mighty, I don't know what the word I'm looking for here.
Energetic? Ambitious?
Ambitious. Let's go with ambitious. There we go. Someone said, love the feeding videos. Lots of action.
Sulcatas don't hibernate, says
Yeah.
Whip's World.
I was going to say that.
Bambi says, wasn't called hibernation. Rum Nation? I don't know what that means. AZ says, Colin Doyle's right. Sulcatas don't hibernate. Moby Dick of Openness says, optimistic.
Well, that's if we have any firemouth cichlids. No, that's one of the fish that we get in. We just rehome a lot of the Central American cichlids. We just rehome. A lot of the South American cichlids we rehome too. I mean, there's tons of fish that come through that we rehome that you guys don't even see on Facebook posts.
Yeah.
You don't see them on videos.
You guys don't see a lot of stuff we do.
So,
we take in things, we give out things, and you guys don't see a lot of it. It's when it's Josh's turn to video, he videos. And then when it's my turn to video, I video. So there's a lot of stuff on them 2 days off that,
a lot of time when, the fish that come, because there's people that always come by, they take fish home with them. It's always the time that I see this fish has been here for quite some time. We post it on Facebook, and then within a day or two, they find their home. But I'm going to try and be a little bit better about that. When things come in, post them on Facebook, maybe do a once a week list and try and do it that way.
I read this one.
So did Hoover get a doll made to look like him too?
Yes, he did. He looks like the Hamburglar, don't he? Robber. All right, now read this one.
What day is Rod going to get there? So Rod is flying in on Tuesday, probably staying Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and flying or driving back.
Rod is here. Kevin Y from Stingray Biology is going to be here, and
no, he's not coming.
Oh, it's not coming?
No.
Rod told me he was coming just yesterday.
Oh, well, I was told because
Rodrigo told me that Paul Caparo was coming
if
too.
they came last weekend like they were supposed to, Paul was in New York and was going to come. Paul flew back to Florida already.
Oh, because Rod put out a video today with Paul there.
Yeah, that was over the weekend. Paul was there. So now he's coming. Rod, Kevin, and the camera guy.
Okay, well, that was the big celebrity I was going to tell you guys we were getting. It was Paul Caparo. He's a friend of ours, and we've known him for a long time.
But yes, he also said the other day in a live that they still don't know if they're shipping the rays back or driving them back. So they said it's going to be a game time decision come Tuesday.
Really? Ligate 12 says, how can I see the tanks you have available? Don't really have available. Watch our videos, and we show people on our Facebook is what we give out in fish and tanks and stuff like that. So we're going to eliminate our Facebook eventually because we cannot monetize the group.
He's going to be talking about getting rid of the Facebook group, not the page.
The group. So now everyone has to meander over to the Facebook page, the business page. It's Ohio Fish Rescue, and our group is called Ohio Fish Rescue 501c3. We're going to have to phase out the group and work on just our page because that's the only thing that will monetize. So we've been putting the effort into the group for all this time, and we should have been doing it on the page. Because now that Facebook is monetizing, we can't monetize. It's I don't know.
like 8, 12, $5 if you have any big tanks of it available. If you're ever looking for something specific, you can always message me on Facebook. And if we end up not having anything for you, I might have friends. Like just yesterday, my buddy ended up selling his 3 tanks. I made a post for him to help him out, and in less than 3 hours, a guy actually, a couple minutes down the road from him, drives by his house every day, which is Rob from Flip Aquatics. He's going to Russ and buying all 3 of those tanks.
Really?
Yeah, he went over there today, checked them out, and said, "I'll take them."
Nice. Well, dude from Flip Aquatics is the one that gets us all the.
Yeah, he helps run an Aquashella.
Yes.
So yeah, it's the way the world turns around. It's we made a post here, and just so happened someone in his backyard was able to come and pick up the tanks. But like that, I have other people that have large tanks. I can maybe put you on to one of them. AZ Fish Room says, I think Rod said he was sick of driving. That he is, but you got to think, we're going to spend at least $200 shipping each ray back. You do the math on that. You spend a couple $1,000 and risk a flight, or you spend a couple $100 and rent a truck and drive back. Someone said that Hoover action figure looks like a Santa Mr. T combo.
It looks more like the Hamburglar. Can you picture him with a?
He said he looks like Kyle from Tenacious D.
He kind of does. He kind of does.
Oh man. Someone said, "What are the catfish with the red-orange lines on their sides back in the tank you moved Bowfin into?" That would be the Irwini catfish or Megalodorus uranoscope. They are awesome fish. They are slow growers, and they don't really eat too much. For the size of the catfish, they have a small mouth. So, super cool.
Hey, Nicole, are you busy yet?
I think she walked out back.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. You know what to do. Put them questions in the chat. Someone said, do you bulk tilapia and shrimp for feeding the monster fish? We try to. We also feed any sort of fish that is donated. Right now, it's been tough. I've been having to go to the store every couple of days because the shelves are just not stocked. So I'm having to hit a couple of stores. And
the prices are getting ridiculous. The price of our food has raised ridiculous.
So the price of shrimp used to be $5 a pound. They now cut the bag down to 3/4 of a pound, which is 12 ounces, and they raised the price to $7.99 a bag. So whatever you want to call that, shrinkflation. But it is hitting everywhere, and tilapia is $5 a pound. So definitely a tough one.
Check this out. I don't know what this means. Mars FPV drone says, don't share YouTube vid to Facey. Do a separate vid for Facey. More money that way.
Talking about Facebook.
Okay. We are definitely going to do that. But
the way to do that one is you clip it from the YouTube video and you put it on Facebook, so you get people interested. You're watching a couple minutes of it.
Click it, they go to YouTube.
Right.
Now, what was the next one here? This is
was that Australian lungfish in today's video the small 2-inch one you had a few months ago?
Yes.
If yes, he has grown so much. That would be him. That is the power of massivore pellets and strictly protein diet, and feed like twice a day. So he got fed every day with my normal feeding of the monster fish, and then my dad also fed him pellets. So he always kept him full. clean water, and they just grow crazy.
Flood City Fish Keeper says, Josh Price, just wanted to clear that up from last week. I'm not the one that bought the 550s. I just happen to live about 1.5 miles away from Matt that did buy them.
Gotcha. Well, I would not be surprised if he's got the second one set up already.
He's already asking to get another tank from us.
Yep. Which he actually, so he's, the way that he did them first two tanks, which were easy to work with. He said, hey, can I send you a little bit of money every time I get paid and pick up the tank when it's done? I said, sure, like that doesn't no bother to us. So yeah, he asked if he can do the same thing with the next tank. I said, sure. So he is going to eventually, what he wants to do is become like a little brother to Ohio Fish Rescue. He's over in PA. So we're going to have a nice drop-off spot in PA as well. So it works out for everyone. We got Woo 718 Tang.
AZ Fishroom says, Rich is in Arapima. Who don't know that? Josh is a GATF. Got that. Hoover is a gulper cat. Yes, that is true. He eats any bag of chips around, anything around, donuts, he's on it.
We got Woo 718 Tang for $10. Says, you're doing great work, guys. Keep it up. When are you planning on starting the tortoise enclosure outside?
Oh, real soon. We already looking out there like 3 days ago. We were deciding where to put it because we've got 3 different spots that we could put it, and we haven't decided where yet. We know how we have to build it, but we just don't know where we want it.
So, and we called in some friends who deal with the tortoises outside, and I got some information that we needed, so we are all in the clear just to get going on it, and they'll have a nice big. I like the idea that he had best. Right behind the fish room, basically, they could have a 35-foot by, however wide we want to make that enclosure.
35 by 16 would be their enclosure. Now, that's not as big, but if we don't mow that area, which there'll be a gate up, we wouldn't have to mow it, and they would eat it all down, and we would just throw in anything, all the extra plants we get. Right. Dandelions we pick, we throw them in there,
Right.
That kind of stuff.
But tortoises are a bit easy. We were just worried about, our nighttime predators coming out, like raccoons, coyotes, stuff like that.
Do we have to cover the top? I mean, because we have raccoons here,
Are they going to on that? Swear jar.
Are they going to mess with the tortoises? That hurt. That was a bad one. I am so sorry, people.
So yes,
if there's any young kids watching, don't swear like Bigrich did.
I got word on that. So Blake and them down in Florida, they deal with raccoons and stuff, and even some stuff that's worse than us up here in Ohio. And they said that the larger tortoises you don't have to worry about whatsoever. He said the smaller one, he's probably getting closer to
8 inches.
Yeah, but he's how much weight would you say? 8 pounds? He's pretty
I'd say
heavy.
4 pounds.
Think so?
Yeah, 4 to 5.
Well, he's
a bag of sugar.
Well, he's the only one that I'd worry about outside. So we might have to keep him inside while the 2 big guys go outside, or we can put him out there during the day, nighttime. We bring him in. But that's all stuff we can work out as we go. Someone asked if we ever had fish that refuse shrimp or tilapia. Yes, all the time. So a majority of fish do not like tilapia. It's, a lot don't refuse shrimp, but tilapia is the big one. Fish refuse it all the time, and you kind of have to train them to eat it.
Starve them.
Brutus to today still will not eat tilapia.
I'll throw in a big, huge fillet. Like, this is yours, and he spits it out.
Yeah.
You picky ass. He loves his handfuls of pellets, though. I mean, he smacks that water, shrimp pellets. He smacks that water for them pellets. But he'll throw out a 2-pound fillet of meat.
And also, one other thing. So, with keeping fish, sometimes you do have deaths. And everyone always asks what we do with the dead fish. Well, a lot of times, if it's something from our system and we've had for a long time, I know it's not sick. So I will repurpose the fish. Say if we have an African cichlid that, dies off, I'll take him and I'll toss him to the pond. And Brutus will eat those, but not tilapia. The only things that we really have a little bit of trouble with is, when the big old fish, go, then you have to take a 50-pound fish and you have to dig a hole in the backyard.
A big hole. Then you got to hope that you bury it deep enough so that the scavengers don't dig it up and pull. We've had this happen before.
Mm-hmm.
So we buried a red tail catfish, and then they dug it up and pulled it out. And we found it in the river, just the face of the skeleton, I don't know.
The Pahaka guy, $20. He says, I didn't miss the stream. Hope all is well.
All is well. Thank you very much.
OBG Foster said, Brutus is picky.
OBG Foster was supposed to stop by here Sunday, Monday. Both times, things came up to where they couldn't stop by.
All right. But yes, Brutus, surprisingly, is a picky arapaima.
Very picky. He don't eat, like, if you were starving, wouldn't you eat a big chicken nugget thrown to you? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. No, he will not eat that. He just does not want it. He wants some little pellets, and he wants the shrimp.
Oh, he will mess up some pellets, that's for sure. Someone says a raccoon tortoise hybrid. Comes close to a super ninja turtle, though.
No super ninja turtles here.
Lars Bremen said, did you catch the lizard?
No, not yet. We have put out food, and we're feeding him, and the food's disappearing. And then we are seeing white poops everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
The only thing we will worry about is sometimes, people forget the door open.
Yeah, you got to close the back door for the fish room, because there is, like, just last night, and last night kind of screwed us because it was a warm night. So someone left the back door open, and a raccoon came in and got into the food and pulled it off of the koi food shelf. And, there was a bag of food on the ground spread everywhere, and a broken hot holder, and
is that what happened to Memorialist Tank?
Yes, there's food, all kinds of. Did you see how bad that is?
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of food in that tank, from the food being pulled down and then hitting and then spreading on the floor and in Memorialist Tank. Yes. Yes. We need to drain that and refill it.
Yeah.
But I figure it's a turtle. He's not going to be like, a, what do you call that when they have too much nitrates?
Yeah, they live in.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine, but we do have to clean it up if we want to see him, because it's cloudy.
Brittany Ziblis, $20, says to cover Big Rich's swear jar invoices. This should cover you for a little. Happy Friday, guys. Hashtag Hoover.
Thank you, Brittany. I love you. I never drop F-bombs. Never.
We both dropped one in the same episode.
Wow. We're losing our, we knew better.
Cerrado Aquarios, $2 says, "Good night, guys. Greetings from Brazil."
Greetings. Here's the Brazil. Thank you for watching.
Whatever happened to the Cayman? The Cayman, I traded to Matt's Monster Fish. He fell in love with the whole dwarf Cayman, and he had some fish that I wanted.
Wait, we gave him the Cayman and the tank that he was in, which had like half gravel and then half of water with fish in it, and then a waterfall over top of the gravel. It was really nice. It was a nice enclosure.
Yeah, I forget what fish I got from Matt, but I remember it being something cool and something we wanted. I remember. We have Gabriel Ramirez, $10. It's just an idea for videos. See how many fish species you guys can count up in one video, and maybe make a part 2, and have Josh make fish profile videos. I love the older ones he's done. That would be a long video. There's a lot of fish out there. Oh, maybe, possibly. Everyone, the drinking word is Hoover.
Who?
Hoover.
Hoover? Who's that?
A hamburglar.
The Hamburglar. The Hamburglar. Hoover. You should all drink to that. Hoover, 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 Hoover. He needs a hat on him. The warble, warble.
Edward Guadalupe says, "Hi guys, see your videos every day from Puerto Rico. I hope one day to visit OFR." Awesome. Thanks for watching and supporting.
We'll call Hoover one more time. Give him a chance.
You guys possibly get some underwater footage of the backyard koi pond.
Set me to...
His phone might be off.
His phone's off, yeah.
You never ended your phone. We could do some underwater footage in the pond out back. It was just cold, but now it's warm, I guess.
Yeah.
We have Jim Sheasley again. $5. He says, "I'll send you the hat."
We needed Jim. He's the Hamburglar.
What is your estimate for the number of fish you keep at any given time? See, if you go by species, you probably have, I'd say, around 200 or so. But if you go by actual the number of fish, there's a lot. Because there's probably about 1,000 African cichlids, if not more.
Right.
So, and then the koi. There's hundreds in that back pond.
Right.
Though, honestly, I could not tell you.
Here.
Yeah, I got that. Who took my mojo? Says Josh recently noticed the back koi pond was muddy looking. Is the filtration adequate? So the problem with that is the landscaping's not done. Every time it rains, the clay, silty soil gets washed down into the pond.
Into the pond.
So the more that the landscaping is done, the more that it'll be locked in and less will get washed into the pond. So as of right now, it does have a little bit of mud into it. We are going to put more filtration on it because we're not sure when or if Greg's going to come back and do the second wetland, so we don't want to wait around. So we're going to hook up our Ultima 10,000 to it, and that's going to be in line of the water jet system going from the second intake bay.
Right.
So that's going to have just filtration in line.
10,000 for 10,000 gallons per hour filtration, and then whatever's left over from the pump will be on a waterfall system.
Yeah, we can do
just for looks.
Right. Which, ooh, you might want this. I found this on Facebook. and I thought it was nice, and I said, never mind, it's gone. Sorry, too late.
What?
It was a waterfall. I just didn't get the size on it, but it looked kind of big.
Oh, that was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't get us for us?
I meant to show you, and I forgot. My bad.
Raheem says Hoover, Hoover, Hoover. Isn't that the drinking word?
Yes, it is.
So when people say Hoover, 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 they have to drink, right?
Yes.
I've said it 6 times now.
Brittany Ziblis, $5 says baby name update. We keep going back and forth, but you know
I don't even know. What is the only baby names you got now?
a long list.
Come
We've
on.
got Isabella. We've got Alora. We've got. So you know, I liked Emma way back in the day, and Brittany hated it. And then I come home one day, and she's like, "I felt like I shouldn't have told you this, but." Today, I like the name Emma. She's also been liking the name Lucia lately.
No, not Lucille.
There was one more. I forget. I don't know. We just don't know. We don't know.
We're gonna have this baby any day now. It's gonna have to come soon.
Yeah, so the doctor, based on the measurements, moved the due date up from the 13th to the 5th. So
Nice.
We're really not sure. She could be, you know, one.
If this girl comes out and her name is Bigrich, me and you gonna have problems. That's all. I mean, there's one thing you can't name her, okay? How about that? Does that narrow down any of your names?
Not at all.
Not at all. Not at all. No, Brittany did not catch anything from the pool. Thank you, Raheem, but no, she did not.
Yeah, 4th of July, baby. That's what I'm rooting for. How big
Because then she can tell, you know, they can tell her kid that everybody's celebrating your birthday,
Yep.
honey.
Yep, you are that love that everyone celebrates your birthday. So you ever see fireworks? They're celebrating your birthday. Someone's asking how big are the larger koi in the back pond. So
33 inches is the biggest, about 30 inches is about the next 6, and then under that, you know, they're smaller.
Yep. They look small though. Yeah, who took my mojo? Said Josh, you are part fish. It has to be a Little Mermaid name like Ariel. LOL. That's still, you know, in the pool of names, but we're really just not sure. But I told her, she's like, you know, the baby can come at any day now, and I'm like, well, then we need a name yesterday.
Oh my God, you guys should see. Brittany is so waddling when she walks. She's like,
No, she's not.
She is so ready to have this kid. I'm
She
telling you, she is. Poor girl. She's got a Price boy under her belt. Or Price girl. Our first girl. Our first girl. Oh my goodness. And she's ready to just release. She waddles. She walks in. She's like, oh, that's it.
Got to think. That's a lot of weight to be carrying. I know you're all.
You stop it. You stop it. Me and Brittany is like, you know, she's like, how you feeling? She's like, oh, so tired of carrying this weight. I'm like, me too.
Someone said I have to wait till she comes out? Question mark. That's what Brittany keeps saying, but I don't like that idea. I don't want it.
It's gonna be baby girl.
So we got 14 minutes left. Go ahead and get them questions in that you guys
14
want.
minutes left.
Yeah. You guys have lights underwater in the backyard pond. We do not have them installed, but we do have them.
We do have them. We have 12 lights, colored lights from Greg Woodstock that we're getting ready to put in there. But, you know, we were more worried about building the pond first. So now that we've got it here, we had to put in new electric to the back because we tried plugging in both pumps for both overflows and it kept tripping the breaker. So we need another breaker from our pool room all the way out there. And, you know, we have the person that's going to do it, and we're getting ready to do it. We're going to run a sub-panel box.
So someone just said, I like Loey for girls' names. Well, that reminds me. The last name
Craig
was
Gibson
Chloe.
says, you're both right. It's a sailfin marlin. See that? See that? We're right. I don't owe you that $3.
That's for the 4400. But the last name was Chloe.
Chloe what?
For the girl, for my daughter.
Oh, your other name you didn't remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They just said that. And
do you know Chloe Moretz? Do you remember her?
No.
She was in Kick-Ass.
Yes, I know
The
her.
purple-haired girl.
Yeah.
Such a sweetheart. And she did great in Kick-Ass and then Kick-Ass 2. Yep. You know, a sweetheart. So I wouldn't mind Chloe.
Oh, we got Nate in the chat. What's up, Nate? He said, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yes, thank you.
A good girl's name would be Rochelle. No, thank you. No, thank you.
You were named after your grandpa.
So, you know, Eric says you look for a girl's name and God will give you a boy. So, you know, if she comes out a boy, then we already have that name picked out. It's
What's
a
it gonna
junior. Josh Jr.
Perfect. Joshua Richard. Yep.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of chatter, but let's get some questions in the chat.
Come on, let's help you guys.
Ask
us some questions.
Jim Sheasley, another $10, says, my Jack Dempsey just had fry. The last set didn't make it. Should I just leave them alone and let the parents take care of them?
No.
Or should I try removing them?
Yes, put them in another tank and they will live. And I guarantee if you leave them there, they may or may not live. I guarantee that if you take them to another tank, they will live.
Yep. As long as that they are free swimming fry, I would definitely put them into not another tank. Whips World said, what about the name Jocelyn? I actually brought that up last night, and she said, no, it sounds too much like Josh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
How's the Goonch doing? The Goonch is doing great. He's getting bigger. He's
Lee Shelton's
he's my
on here.
favorite.
What's up, brother? He's like my brother from another mother, you know, over in England type. I don't know where he's from. He's way over there, though.
So,
across the pond, for sure.
We got my two favorite fish. I'm working on growing the two tiger fish out. And the Goonch is already monster size.
Joshua Weena. No, that's horrible. Funny, but horrible.
Someone's asking what's the best conditions to make a bluegill bright purple and blue and such. That would all come down to food and genetics, honestly. Honestly, I'd go out and catch one that you like in a pond. There you go. They get the best color. Because I've never seen good color bluegill come from...
No, in captivity, never. Yeah. They're always great colored out in the pond.
How do I curb my Oscar's aggression
Norfolk,
towards the other?
England, Lee Schultz from. That's my brother from another mother.
Thanks for interrupting me.
I'm
I'll read
sorry.
the comment.
But it just came up. And he is from England like I thought. You know what I'm saying?
How do I curb my aggression towards the other Oscar in a 210? So you could try changing up the decorations in the tank. I'd say always get a bigger tank, but a 210 should be fine. You might try adding some different fish in there. It's kind of hard to say with that one. With the Goonch and Jow alone, you guys have to do a lot of worrying. Not at all. These two seem to be the most peaceful catfish out there.
They are so peaceful.
Yeah. We also have them in with a Wallago Leary and a Indian shovel nose.
And a Adonis Pleco.
Yeah.
And two Fly River turtles that are supposed to fight each other.
Can you guys show us a video of your filtration? We most certainly can. What would it cost me to have you guys come out and build me a 7x4 plywood tank? $1 million. So we're not really in the aquarium building game. I mean, I hardly have time to do stuff.
We can show you how to build it as cheap as possible for yourself. And, that's what we do. We build it and make it as cheap as possible, and then we show people how to do it. We can do that, but to fly us there, that's, you're talking at least $1,000 for plane tickets. And then to hang out there with you, that's going to be so much. And then to fly home, I mean, it's just too much money. We're not in the business of building tanks. But if you can save money by watching our videos, then we're happy.
Someone said, what size tank for a red shoulder Sevrum do you recommend? So Sevrums can get up to about 12 inches or so. So I would say at least a 180 for a full-grown Sevrum would be good. Which do you like more, the Goonch or the Jow? He likes the Jow. I like the Goonch. My Goonch is so personable. Every time I walk up to the tank, he's, if he's on the bottom, he comes up to the side of the glass because he knows we're bringing food. And this guy, he's hitting the food so hard. So when he's a 3-4 foot catfish, you better watch out. That was a good question, by the way. I like that one. If money was no object, what truck van would you want for doing rescues?
Ooh, I would want a what do you call them things? They're really tall vans. Sprinter van, or
cargo van.
Cargo van, yeah. There's 4 different companies that put them out. Dodge puts one out. Mercedes puts one out.
Extra tall, so you can stand up.
Yes, yeah. I want to stand up back there, and I want to be able to haul a 300-gallon tub full of water. So that's times 9. You're talking 2,700 pounds of water.
And quite honestly, we'd have it set up with the Okamos that we already have with the solar panels on the roof, so they're always charging the packs. And those things last for a couple days at a time. If we put 2 or 3 in there, you have some for pumps and one for air pumps. And then if you just have you modify your AC vents to go back there, or if it's an open cab, you have heat in the wintertime too. That would be awesome. Eric says you have bad luck with puffers. LOL. I'm guessing you have.
How's that? We haven't had bad luck with puffers.
I'm guessing that's having puffers in with other fish.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Eric has been unbelievable having his puffers in with every fish that he has, and then we get them, and then they want to bite and eat everything. You know what I'm saying?
So when or if you get that fajaka back in with other fish, you send me pictures, okay? Because I tried it twice, and each time I failed.
We killed fish. The puffers killed fish.
But you know, there was one Fahaka puffer I had in the 1,000 gallon. He was peaceful as can be, and I ended up giving him away. I should not have done it because he was a cool, neat little puffer and bothered no one. You guys have Harlequin, Lancer, Catfish? No, we do not.
Guys, hit the like button. You guys should make a long-term project out of customizing your RV for a rescue and comfort. That would be great. Moby Dick of Dopeness says this. That would be awesome. But I just bought this 2018, Grand Caravan to help us on the rescues, and that's what I can put in. I did this. I spent the money, and now we're up to 50,000 miles on the van. I bought it when it was 4,000 miles. I don't want to buy more vehicles. I don't want to waste my money. I don't want to do this. And the van will be fine until we get a company that will donate to us.
Chuck Girls Reeves says, OFR, Bigrich, and Josh are probably my biggest inspirations for getting back into the fish hobby. Definitely trying to schedule something to come see the rescue. Awesome. AZ Fish Room says a used UPS truck would be nice.
That would work.
Yeah. If we get one of those more efficient ones that they run not nowadays, not one of those old gas guzzlers.
She says no. OFR has bad luck with Eric's puffers. That's it.
That is right.
That is right. That is right.
Although the only fish we had Lavaca in with was Pittsburgh, right?
She wanted to kill him, yeah.
Yeah, but that might have been a problem between the two puffers. Now, didn't we try Lavaca in the Frontosa tank?
Yeah, and she almost killed all the Frontosa.
Yeah.
She took bites out of a bunch of them.
Which, that's a shame, because they usually are a community puffer.
And they're from the same, area. They're from the same lake.
Yeah, I miss Pittsburgh, but Lavaca's getting up there in size, so she'll be taking his place here soon. Well, she already took his place, but you know what I mean. He was a 30-inch MBU puffer. All right, last question. AJ says, I'm there with Big Rich. The jowl looks so badass, even though I like the goonch as well.
Oh,
different
have you
types
seen
of predator
a large
fish.
jowl? At 5 foot long, his mouth is about 1.5 feet wide, and his mouth nails things. I mean,
He's
out
just
of the water.
so timid. He's over 2 foot.
Okay. But I went to the Shed Aquarium, and I saw a 5-foot jowl catfish that just attacked. I mean, just nailed anything that touched the water, and they were like, stand back. And I'm like, I'm Big Rich. I'm Big Rich from Ohio Fish Rescue. I ain't got to stand back. I know fish. And I leaned forward, he nailed that water. It made me choke back. He was a scary fish. I want a jowl like that.
Okay, last question before we sign off. Have you ever had snakeheads? We have in the past before they were legal.
When they were legal.
Right.
Yes.
So with that being said, we appreciate you guys for...
Love you guys, and I love hanging out with you guys. This is my only time of hanging out and, partying basically and being with people. The rest of the week I got to take care of Tracy, so thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it.
And we will catch you next week in another Stay Fishy Friday. As always,
love you guys. Stay fishy, my friends.